Hello and welcome back. Felt like playing a couple hours, maybe 30 minutes, something like that, on this run. And of course, since it's a stream run, we have to continue it on stream. Those are the rules. I don't make them, except I do. And so, thought we would continue Here's Granada. Was just thinking that we probably need to be a little bit more aggressive about our road building and connecting our actually good locations to the capital, which previously we've kind of just been dancing about that a little bit. I think. So, let's solve the sand issue. Where do we want the sand? Maybe on the dyes location? The thing is we want to build all of our sand pits in one location for the economies of scale bonus. And then we have been thinking quite a bit about the raw material production stuff generally. The sand, I think, is maybe in danger of not being fully profitable. Let's take a look at what's unprofitable. I think we also want to the Alhambra. I think we want to turn this building on now. Pay a little bit of upkeep for that 10% crown power. But let's subsidize some of these. So we do want to make sure they stay open. Because their primary purpose is not making money, really. So, let's do a little bit of that, and be off and on our way. I think that, let's see, which one's our truce map mode? I think it's J? No, that's not it. Okay, we have a truce with Morocco, and with Aragon. Is it worth it to force convert your subject, and if yes, why? Well, if you convert the subject, answer is it depends, kind of, which I know people don't like that answer. But if you force convert their subject, they will often use the convert province cabinet action. So you can leverage it to effectively get convert province cabinet action. Whoa, what? What the fuck? You're still streaming? No, this is a new stream, just probably a little bit of a short one. Hey, try. Felt like playing a little bit on this run before I go to bed. And, it's a stream run, so if I play some years and then leave, you guys will be like, this guy's a cheater, except probably not. Honestly, low-key, the lack of cheating allegations against me is mildly insulting. Low-key. I gotta step my game up. It's been a while since someone accused me of cheating. Like how bad does it look, chat? How bad is it? He's like, this guy's obviously not cheating. Some bad news. Alright, we're gonna want these in here as well. Yeah. Let's actually maybe just take a look at what's profitable. I generally like Jewelers Guild in the capital for reasons. It'll be the most efficient at adding to the tax base, like, or it's generally very efficient at adding to the tax base per input, and generally the input is like one of the more scarce things if you build it in the capital. And very often you only need like one stack of Jewelers Guilds. I guess that's probably what we build next here. Then we have urban over here, but I think we don't have very good inputs. Yeah, got booty inputs. But not like those Kim Kardashian booty inputs. I think we'll subsidize this. So at base, it's one of the better PMs. I think the problem though is our horses will be a little bit expensive. But like, how expensive is our wheat really? That this is not employing up. I kind of want to diagnose this a little bit. And I think in general, we're pretty happy to get trade capacity, so... We're not making a lot per trade, but the trades are like pure gravy now, whereas they didn't used to be. Yeah, Jesus, we're making like actual nothing. We also want to take over the market. Are you planning on going slightly colonial? I colonize literally every game. I've arrived, the prime Twitch viewer, from which all Twitch viewers come from. And truly, that is one way to be prime. Looking handsome, thank you, thank you. Does the game have mass build of buildings like the RGOs? Like you shift click and you just build a ton? I don't think so. Because here you can shift click and it'll just build like infinite RGOs. Speaking of, that's probably okay decision here. Let's get rid of the and then we can do something like this. In this place we're just building up, so it doesn't have a temple yet. We don't need madrasas, I don't think. Do we like the madrasa better than we like a temple? Upkeep is paper linen. Or, sorry, better than a monastery. Actually, I don't think we can build monasteries. Whoa, 15 mir. I've not seen that currency. What is that? Thank you so very much. Malaysian. Very cool. Hello to Malay. What would be your future capital location? We want the North African tech tree. So looking at this. Probably. I am thinking it's this. Humble opinion, Paradox should put a mission tree like Imperator Rome to make the game more interactive. Should Paradox. Also give penalty for fast blobbing AI. I do think blobbing should be a little bit worse than it currently is, because like, we're blobbing, but we're blobbing into subjects. I don't know. But the first question, I don't. I would like more I would like a proliferation of situations to like an increase in the mission trees. I think I prefer situation to mission trees. Flipping Sunni mandatory for all the European countries, if possible, to make more profit, like you did in your Venice run. I wouldn't call it mandatory, but like, I'm definitely flipping Protestant. Like, Protestant's okay. I don't think it's as good, but it's like, okay, whatever. But like, it's the thing is Catholic is super booty, and also, if you're doing anything colonial, Catholic feels god-awful. Because slaves don't really work properly, and it's easier to manage them not working properly if you're Sunni than if you're Catholic. Because Catholic doesn't have... Here, let's see. Catholic doesn't have the can work RGOs modifier, and Sunni does. And also, if you go to North, like you can go to North Africa, stay Catholic, and get slave rating, and then use the slave rated pops that you've taken from Sunni, and ship those to the New World, and that's kind of okay. But the thing is like, the people who are making slaves are Sunni, right? And then they're making Catholic and Orthodox slaves, and if you're Catholic or Orthodox, you can't use those slaves, so you have to use the sub-Saharan slaves, and then slave centers don't work properly. So, you know. Colonizing a way to invest money? Yeah. What you get from it is, like, RGOs, which are good, and then pop growth and dev growth. What happened during the night? I see you haven't grown much. I mean, the night for you was the middle of the day for me. Like, I ate, I read a little, I did stuff. I wasn't playing this entire time. Either Lutheran or Sunni, yeah. The thing, I just wouldn't stay Catholic is the thing. Our subjects are so fast at converting the entire thing to Sunni, though. Holy shit. Maybe we just play like normal Al-Andalus. But I'm like so miffed though that we like don't get anything from forming this. It feels so stupid. It's like such a big whatever. I think these investments will be okay. I just realized we don't have to. We could keep this cotton. We could keep this cotton if... To be fair, we can't use slaves, so maybe we should just urbanize it. The reason we would kind of want to urbanize it is because it's like on a pathway to the lumber. And without a natural harbor or any sort of harbor capacity, segments are really expensive. So despite this being not very far from the capital, it has zero proximity. But also, us utilizing this to get in here is probably how it's going to end up happening, so then this not having access is kind of whatever. Oh no. That's the end of our Crown Para characters. Never again. I should have checked what they were developing. Is it Pluto? No. Conciliatory? Doesn't look like it. Capital economy must have been what we were pushing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. We're not, I don't think we're going to get another Crown Power character the rest of this run, which kind of sucks. Because it's just like, I think that's the way theocracy works. Or we flip out of theocracy, but I think we kind of want to see what theocracy is about, so I think that's going to be the soup we swim in. That guy's death is going to be devastating for our Crown Power. It's probably going to go down to like 16 or something. Right? Yeah. So how come a big part of the game doesn't work properly or just display the correct info? I mean, majority of it is working correctly. There's just so many things. But as someone who likes colonization a lot, I am very frustrated that a lot of the elements of colonization don't seem working properly. Although we, in patch 1. Sometime between patch like 1.0.5 and 1.0.10, they made the AI much better at figuring out its resources in the colonies. Conquer all of Spain for Granada and Andalusia, while Morocco just need one more. And Granada Vassal to do it. For Al-Andalusia? Oh, that's silly. Is live? No, this is not live. Don't know if I've ever seen Sleepy Generals before. What are you talking about? That's my secret cat. I'm always sleepy. Really love the Kill One videos. What's your opinion on the Truest of Underdogs, the Native Americans? I don't want to play a Native American. I don't like staring at the screen for like 3 hours. And like, only being able to record 20 minutes of interesting stuff. If you want your stab, you need to pay for it. You need to get the price for it going down. I don't really want 100 stab. What's the engine oil you're drinking? Petrol. Benzene. I get the good stuff though, don't worry. Truce with Morocco's up. Yeah. This is such a good fort. I think we might take this and integrate these two ourselves, but maybe not. Yeah. I always get a little bit antsy before I declare war. Religious war to take Fez. That's not the war goal we want. We want the better one. Oh, that's not good. Naples is going after Aragon a little bit. Is that Aragon? Oh, Aquitaine. Dude, sound off, England. I love that this is like the best player strategy is to go after Antwerp, and that England does it too. I know some people hate it, but kind of for it. Have we collapsed the price yet on this? No, sand's still expensive. Lumber's cheap. Where's our... Alright, that's coming in there. You know what? Remember when I lied to the chat and said we were only going to build sand in one location? Do you guys remember? I remember. Let's get some more sand. I just want the sand to be fixed. Any trick to get fast stability? I don't know. Pay for it. Pass your parliaments. Oh, okay, I get it. Let's talk to the other person. I see. You see any updated spreadsheets about your iron pumping? I haven't opened those spreadsheets in forever, because I haven't hit a new max in forever. I can show real quick on stream, I guess. I do have... I think I've actually never... No one's ever asked. I don't think I've ever showed my lifting maxes on stream. Some of it is not even current. Spreadsheet warning, I guess. But I keep track of my maxes across every rep range, or the most I've ever hit. I think some of these I haven't updated properly, but like the big one, this is in pounds. This back squat, and then this low bar, with wraps, sleeves, various other thing. No more, thank you for the follow. Big nice. Deadlift max. This is like one of my, this is not a very like in-depth or complex spreadsheet. There's like several different categories. Here's bent press and one arm snatch. Kind of some weird stuff. Americas are gonna get buffed? I hope not. I think that, like, I don't think it makes sense for America to ever be good, you know? Beast mode, outstanding work, thank you, thank you. We would show one of our lifts, but there is a 2 lift maximum. Why no dark mode formatting for the spreadsheets? My eyes. There is no dark mode in Google Sheets. I don't know what to tell you, man. Is the game playable yet? As in, have they added prestige goods? I don't think they're prestige goods. Yeah, harsh but fair. The truth hurts. I don't like this sunset invasion, like, nonsense. Okay, so we'll have much better actual harbor capacity here. Wait, what? We have a dock here. What do you mean? Oh, it just hasn't updated? We should have some actual harbor capacity from the partially employed dock, no? Does it have to be fully employed? Why are we not promoting soldiers? Should have some from the wharf too. Oh, there it is. Still not quite generating harbor capacity. Catalonia is kind of one of the early things we want to annex. Start annexing them immediately. The reason we want to annex them is because they have the port. So much dev here on the coast. Maybe there is too many. Maybe this is a 3 market area region. I'm only 38 and I saw the spreadsheet. Your life will never be the same now. I'm so sorry. Just change the cell background to the text color. It takes a second. Oh. I don't know about changing all the cells to black and then all the text to white, if that's what you're implying. I guess there's a lot of different ways to reduce the brightness. You make a killing if you start an OnlyFans, but really it's just Excel tutorials in the exact same format of Vicky 3 tutorials. I don't think I'm really that good at Excel. It was building. Are you pushing naval for this? Yeah. Yeah, definitely pushing naval. Would not play in Iberia and not push naval. I think the countries, like, in order for naval not to be better, you have to be really landlocked now, I think. I think that, like, land is pretty good, but I think I think this trade range to use over sea modifier is actually really bad. Like, this is super punishing. Like, the more I played around with, like, trade range and stuff like this basically just says, I'm going to completely ignore trades. And, like, 5% RGO size is, like, such shit compensation for that. Maybe if this was, like, 10% RGO output or something. Which is a decidedly better modifier. How much do we need to get to Algrave? Okay, we can do that. I miss my Kilwin Daz, though. So much, those were so legit. They're using Dev Province, which is nice. Another thing that's nice is your subjects get released with, like, your laws and your other stuff. So, like, when you have, like, a high prosperity setup, they get one, too. Is Balkan conquering Serbia naval or land? Like, if we play Serbia, I do not want to go through all this, like, land-wise. It's probably moving the coast to, or the capital of the coast. Like, and naval, yeah. Lulu the Blued. Do whatever you want, but that's what I do for all your spreadsheets. First thing, dark gray background and off-white text. Maybe we have to do this, then. I'm trying to test if it's better for naval for early control, but missing out on the military institutions where they pop. But I think it's better to have the mill early. Honestly, I don't think there's enough advantage for getting mill early yet. Strong eco beats mill in all your runs. Yeah, there's like a... The thing is, the AI doesn't... AI never tries to timing window you. Right? And if the AI tried to timing window you, things would suddenly be a lot different. But as it stands, like, military bonuses are just, like, eco bonuses that let you get more military, right? Are good even if you don't have a war where you need a lot of help. But military, like, bonuses that push you over the edge, like, you specifically need, like, a war where it's, like, relevant or important, right, for it to really shine. And so the truth is just, like, more eco is more flexible than better military. In an instance where a lot of times you're running over the AI. Like, we're just choosing to fight, like, places where they're easy to fight. So you need kind of, like, a narrow-ish branch of stuff. I think we have docks. Go for the next level of Caravel. It's not that huge an upgrade, though. We have the good tech in there. We could go for cannons. Kind of content to stay on just cavalry for now. I think we go Thirst for Knowledge, to be honest. Trade range is not bad. Kind of want to go Flesh this week, but I think that's just because it's theocratic. We're not used to playing the theocracy stuff. Theocracy kind of feels ass, though, right now, to be honest, because, like, the way the crown power characters feel, just, like, feels so bad. We gotta do a run where we stay monarchy, I think, next. Although I've been meaning to experiment with this. Oh, sand price, oh, sand price. How have you sanded? My name is Sand Price. I have sanded much sand. And sand I shall sand as I go to the sand. Alright. Let's see what the Castile call this into a war. Perfect. We will let our subjects win that for us, and we will get favors from Castile. Or as I like to call them, Castile. Are we not currying favors? Yeah. That was close to the same price it was before, so I don't think we've gotten any cheaper. Yeah, sand hasn't dropped yet. I think you guys probably can't see the tooltip. Too much satisfaction on them. Extra Chancery? Extra Chancery is pretty good. Yeah, we could do that next. I heavily discount this one in my brain because I often forget to build a Chancery, though that, in an objective sense, doesn't make it worse. Maybe it just is cannons next. I wouldn't mind having galleys, though. Yeah, maybe we go galleys. Oh, actually, maritime trade advantage. Yeah, I think we're good with that. It's either this or Census. Census is a good way to get stabbed. Is there any world where we could get... No, our burgers aren't strong enough yet. We can't just throw privileges at them to get them above 20% so we could swap our parliament. Wait, why can we go as state parliament? Requirements not met. Yeah, perfect. That's what I thought. We are currently recovering manpower, so 50% manpower wouldn't be awful. Just got him 2 armories. I think we actually just need characters, which sucks. Okay, cool. Nice buffer. Love to see it. Maybe we're supposed to dev this province because we already have a bunch of 20s. I guess we have a bunch of 20s everywhere. God, this feels so much nicer than Killa. We like actually have demand for stuff. Oh, that modifier might be relevant. I think that went through. We have follow through on threat on them now. I think once the Civil War is over, go for it. I guess we're getting to the point where we could also use cannons. So actually worth it? What's the calculation look like for developed cabinet action? It's not very good. We have a lot of percent modifiers, and right now it's actually a pretty high percentage of our overall locations, but it's not very good. It's just that we don't like save a lot of money right now by, like, the smaller your nation, the less you're gonna save by doing stuff like strengthen government. Like, save 1.5 ducats a month or something. Sand is the 3rd largest black market in the world. Flashback to college Spanish with the professor from Catalona, Barcelona, yeah. Protected Harbor. Protected Harbor would be pretty good. I think that it's just gonna be like, in the near future, I think it's just gonna be like, 2 proximity in this location or something. We made a market and we had to reload because no food. Yeah. That is the thing. We also very particularly gave market prioritization to Castile, so we'd be in the Sevilla market. Being in the Foss market seems sus. Except Sus is down here. Like, once this finishes, I guess we'll start getting a little bit of proximity over here. You know what's great, though, is this is actually a pretty low food place. So maybe this is our time to shine. The fishing village. Do we have clay on the coast? Not really. Over here. I ask because the salt is a reasonable PM. Input is clay. Has to be on the coast or in a desert. Oh, we have clay here. Okay, okay, okay. I wonder what the profit predictor on this is. Not very great, but I want to feel special, like I'm clicking the buttons and doing the things. Alright guys, moment of truth. Time to see what character we roll. Do we roll an idiot or someone who's better than this? This is our current heir. We rolled an idiot. But yeah, I think Dev Province is okay when you have a ton of locations, and we have 8 locations here as well. It's 10, but the mountain ranges, and then we have like 2 premiums. I think it's kind of okay. Is giving church no taxes for research buff worth it? Probably not. I don't know. That one's kind of hard to say. It's probably worth it during some phases of the game. I really hate that it feels like very difficult to pull it off of them. We kind of wish that they didn't have it now. Our llama is very, very strong. But I don't know. Once we get a lot more production stuff, they'll get diluted out. They will not last forever. Alright. Fine cloth. Bueller. We could reach pretty far here now. In theory, sugar should be a decent trade. What's going on with sugar? It is pretty decent. We could push the price down more by building more of it. Price has gone up because lumber is less collapsed. How is sand not coming down? I'm confused. Thought we overbuilt sand by so much. Were they not using this PM before? Now they are. I think that's what happened in the automation. Alright. Well, it is what it is. Build another sand pit. Plus, they're still recruiting up. Hey, Tarek. Wow, welcome back. Made a province OPM in central Italy and offered much market access preference that is stretched into Austria, solve food problem. That will do it. Which nation gets the most Diplo cap? I'm not sure. In Europe, it's probably France. I'm not sure if we want to keep this urban, but it's pretty urban now. So much pop cap, what the hell? $800,000. I mean, I know it's Mediterranean climate, but holy shit. What a banger location, actually, though. I think it has a harbor, too. Not a very good one, but... Making the market pulls Kasor and Tlemcen into your market, it takes the food. Yeah, there might be some way to do it, but like you also miss out on like all this livestock and stuff. So yeah, the sugar and trade and spices and trade will be good. The thing is, we still don't control the market. We're getting close. We're at half instead of quarter. Yeah, the more trade we get, the closer we'll get to controlling it. I guess maybe this is kind of what our focus is shifting to then. My kingdom for the library to be considered infrastructure, but it's not. All right. That's it to dishonor their thing, right? Yeah, they did. Oh, did we forget to give a location away? Looks like we did. We could put a guy in charge, but oh, we have a guy in charge. Having enough characters is a vibe. Ooh, I didn't think this one through. Forgot they have low loyalty. We messed up there. Or I messed up. These guys can just get annexed. That's so bad. Maybe I'm supposed to take this location off of them if I want to move the capital there. But we have to form Al-Andalus before we do that. Time to make sure the cavalry is all on flanks. Yep, okay. We could hire mercs. I feel like with Tlemcen coming to help us, we should just chill. But maybe this is how you get your vassals annexed, to be fair. How many do you have that are not regulars? Two regulars, but they're horsemen. They're age 1 regulars. We have age 2 regulars. We might even beat them. I don't think I want to take them on a 2 dice disadvantage. Oh, we could take this guy though. We're pushing mysticism right now anyways. Oh, that's not exactly what we wanted. Doing more damage to them than they are to us. It looks like we have reinforcements inbound. Do we cut through them fast enough? We might. For this to make sense. We're doing like 2 to 1 now. Kinda almost wanted to retreat this. Now we're getting our flanking and they'll just get rolled up like a carpet. Perfect. And Tlemcen is coming from the east. Maybe we just siege this now. What's the production efficiency in paper in Almeria? I don't think it's very good. We haven't gone Capcom Eco yet. So it'll be a hot minute. If only we had lumber in here too, it would just be the best ever. I think we're supposed to save that subject. I really wish these guys would try and cross. Well, I guess they're crossing over here. Tlemcen needs to go home, they're drunk. I wonder if they're attached to us. If they're attached... Okay, I think we come this way. And we look to fight over here. They have like a 10k stack floating around here. There it is. I think this was a... I mean, it's just a 1 dice, so... I'm gonna say I think it's a bad battle for us. This doesn't look bad for us at all, though. Not one bit. Sieging that won't do us a lot of good. Maybe it is just Siege Foss here. It is the actual war goal, so that'll go a long way. Because we have Defender ticking right now. The major benefit of market centers is the market access. It makes it so you produce more goods, it makes it so your RGOs sell for more. When market cap is met, it's better to build resource producers to push down base price of goods and spur peasants and labor money, which seems to go zoom. When market cap is met. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. RGOs tend to be better early. The ability to depress prices really low is kind of not that... It's not that easy to depress prices, and then even then, like, it takes a lot more... You run out of the RGOs you can expand. And it takes a lot more of the RGOs. You need to have way, way, way more production than consumption for the, like, marginal... adding marginal, like, inputs relative to burger-based production buildings tends not to be very efficient, like, once you have Workshop Plus. Alright. We do have to keep an eye on our subjects, because if there's any occupation on them, it's rough. My expand is just to expand, maxed every RGO. Yeah, RGOs are really good, though. RGOs have no inputs. And right now, most of our trade is RGOs, or most of our... Like, if we just look at the local trades in here, and sort by goods moved, you know, ton of sugar. Building more fine cloth won't really move the needle too much. I mean, our profit on the buildings is pretty good, but... We do this with 3 levels. With the sugar we get to, like, double dip, because we get to trade more of it too. I think dyes are lighter good, though. Only half, yeah, half the price to move it. So that's decent good to try and overexpand relative to its price. So it should have specified resource producing buildings, not RGOs. But yeah, it sounds like you have more of a population issue than a demand cap. Still not sure exactly what you mean by demand cap, but... Are you talking about Kilwa? Yeah, Kilwa we have a very acute issue of lack of demand. The Bank of Bardi is, like, usually doesn't do too much, but when they hire, like, behind enemy lines, they hire mercs, it's really obnoxious. Because they have the better general, they get that. I guess we're happy that they flipped it back our way. Let's go like this to there. Okay. Kind of want to take over them. Because it, the double dip on the antagonism reduction. But we don't have to worry about... Tunis is an ally, so we don't have to worry about them. And Tlemcen is dead, actually. So I think we'd actually want to release Tlemcen as a subject. They really hate it when we try and split them up, though, yeah? Too fractured. From here we can go Tlemcen back, which leaves us open to annexing Fez. And Loki, we do want to, if we can, cut off the other guy. We're releasing Tlemcen there, seems real good for us. Don't know how you feel. Armories are so bloody expensive. I don't know how I feel about estates building them. They usually don't build them in really stupid places, though. Do you even sleep? Yeah. He just waits and he spreadsheets, yeah. Asked earlier in the comment section, a bit of a personal question. Sure. Are you really from Armenia? I mean, I am Armenian. I didn't grow up in Armenia. I wasn't born in Armenia. I'm, like, ethnically Armenian. My grandfather was Armenian. But, if you don't consider that, like, a real Armenian or something like that, then I guess no, but... ethnically, I am an Armenian. Like, his parents, came to America, like, fleeing the genocide. So, this stuff will flip slow because of that. I think we'd rather still just take this, and then come back this way. Maybe that's not the way to play this. Still, we could do it. We could take any war goal here now, so... Oh, I hate that they get it. Is their generals better? Oh, but we can transfer this to ourselves, no? No, we can't. God, that's so asinine, man. I think we just need to stand on this and it'll flip. We could also undo this and leave behind a little bit of a siege and let them kind of do their own thing so that we control the siege. Burger trades will foil your attempts. Usually they don't like trading sand as much. The one price things they don't trade as much generally. They're like, oh, it's not worth my time. Cowboy Beast Gaming and Nelton, thank you for follows. I'm too old to watch the spreadsheets, only 28. Avert your eyes. Any tips for increasing population or migration? You want to build stuff that gives you food capacity and make sure that you keep your food filled. The really important one is maxing out prosperity. But, like, once you're doing that, it's kind of, like, a little bit marginal. How mad does this make other people at us? Yeah, I feel like France is gonna annex them soon anyways. Alright, fair. We could do this. It's a little brutish. Not like much of a soft touch here. But like this is actually the territory that's valuable, to be honest, and annexing Fez like with this and then moving our capital here like all seems pretty nice. Reinforced demand cap. I was playing, is there anything to do once you've met your market demand? I just changed wording because it wasn't communicating well at 4:30. Yeah, fair. Besides Sunni, what other religions would you advise? Sanjiao and Sanjiao's really good, as is Shinto. Those are kind of the three best, I think. I'm Iranian, was also born abroad. My dad says Armenians in Iran are awesome people. Thank you for answering. You're very welcome. That makes me Armenian as well. I never thought of that, to be honest. Yeah, I know the Caucasus, like, people from the Caucasus can be really particular about what's considered what, so... Or that has been my experience. I'm always a fan of Brutish, yeah. Well, like, the soft touch is maybe like this. Like, I don't know. This guy's gonna have cores on most of this. He's gonna dev province. Seems okay. I think he doesn't, yeah. He feels like he's getting cut off here is the issue. It's unfortunate, because this is one province. Also, I don't know why this makes him feel like he's not getting cut off. But then he'll be a lot easier to deal with here. And then we can just go about annexing Fez at that point, right? But what we will do is, while we annex Fez, we will have two other subjects in Tlemcen and Sus that will also get claims. I think I'm kind of into trying to get war reparations here, though. We actually don't have that big an income. So something like this. I think. We're missing out on some urbanization? Yeah, I guess. So the capital will wind up there. Is there a way for us to do, like, no? We could go for Marrakesh as well. I don't like leaving them without a coast, but... Marrakesh, I think we would rather have a subject in Marrakesh than have... Actually, that's not true, probably. We probably are okay getting Sus. It's just... Sus is like a much more awkward thing to take, and they really like... Having the full province is really important to them for dev province. Wait, ooh. Okay. We keep on keeping on here. And then... Okay. We give them the full province, we just need to take a little bit more stuff to go for this as our peace deal. How are we doing on dip cap? We're doing awful. Maybe then we shouldn't go for the Sus business. We should just take gold. Oh, Tlemcen hasn't been annexed yet. No, wait, they have. This is a rebellion. Okay. Got it. we... Yeah. As long as they don't randomly lose the rabble to the rebellion, I think that this is okay. Are you gonna move your capital to Africa? Yeah. The plan is, right here, Playa. In Septa. After annexing vassals, you could already move to Suez. Or, oh, is that's the English version? Oh, that's so much gold. Yeah. I think we... Because we're taking this over there, it's going to be really nice once this finishes. Alright, there we go. A little bit more gold. Yeah, we're taking the maximum. Yeah, I don't want to greed and make the subjects too hard to manage or something like this. We're already also going to be releasing 2 subjects here. Let's do this. Let's help him out, maybe. I had a bug where some parts of your empire rebelled, and I was sieging them to re-annex, and they joined a rebellion of another nation. Now the nation is not at war with the nation they rebelled from, and I can't attack them because they're considered a rebellion. Is there any way to take my provinces back? It's a little late in the day for rebelception. Probably not. I've encountered... some of the most frustrating things I've encountered have had to do with the combination of subjects and rebellions when they're, like, layered on top of each other. Nothing comes to mind. I think I saw someone on Reddit complaining about this type of thing. I'm a hot dog. Hello, hello. Planning on forming Al-Andalus? Yeah. That is the plan. That is the plan for the perspective of the run plan, but like honestly we get nothing from Al-Andalus, and just moving the capital to North Africa immediately makes more sense. This run is turned from Catholic Al-Andalus to North African San Jiao. This is very cursed. I think let's get rid of these levies because I think they're gonna just kind of die. You know what? We're not even needed. This could be an email. This could have been an email, brothers. Question is do we want to fork over Foss or do we want to keep it until we annex Fez? I think we want to fork it over, to be honest. Or I forgot we want to accept these guys. Oh, we should have humiliated. What are we doing with our life? No, terrible. We didn't even humiliate them. Oh wow, we start with Moroccan hyper accepted. That's great. Us not humiliating them is like such a fat leak. Let's get rid of this. We don't want our subject paying for that ish. I don't think we need to delete the Fort of Foss though. I think we're going to fork over the entire province to Fez. I think that they're going to use Dev Province on their main thing, and it's 8 locations, and I think that's good. You have a question? Maybe you can help you? Maybe. How do you deal with land with low control and other market? What build there? Not a lot. RGOs are kind of okay if you want the resources in your market. But low market access, low control is just kind of not very useful. I guess you want to build one market village there and a road. Kind of at the very least, so they dev up. Panama Canal time, baby. How can we get more guys here? Let's import slaves, actually. Damascus tends to have a lot of slaves available because they have like a lot of Orthodox pops here. Instead of fake slaves where they don't really have them. Could use another 5 of these, I think. We have plenty of sailors. I think 8042 that you can follow. I think sailors are just like a little bit too easy to come by. Just playing your own game of Sweden and if you encountered a bug where you assign a character, they temporarily leave for a tick and then come back home. Is that by chance a crown character? Because you do have a personal union, there's some funky things that happen there. Be good. RGO's very strong. Especially, yeah, I mean, after the fine cloth nerf. I do be really feeling that way. Only half a ducat. Do we get more off the scriptorium? We don't. Granada, I think, can build more of these. Maybe more of these. After that, I noticed they were at war with someone else, and I could enforce peace on them, so now I'm at war with them and the war leader. Nice, nice. It was a PU Norway, fiefdom Denmark, and they would leave for Denmark. Yeah. After integrating them, I don't know. I don't wink. Me neither. Release is a good option. Well, or maybe I should stop conquer and just AFK build building. What? This is a response to someone else's thing. Oh yeah, also like just having if you have really low control, considering having them as a subject is reasonable. We have to be at peace. Please, peace out. So we can do the things. Wonder if we're getting this naval. No, we're not. Cool. We're just gonna cede them the entire province here. And hopefully us giving them... We're planning on annexing them relatively soon, so hopefully us giving them the market capital doesn't cause a problem. releasing Tlemcen here. And then we want to create a custom subject here. Vassal. Randomly choose dog. And then I don't think we want to give them the entirety of the province, but we want to give them the 2 locations that aren't integrated. So he can do it for us. And then we'll check relations. And then we'll cancel anywhere they're over 200. No, then none of them. Antagonism, how we doing? Let's do that. Truces. Oh, we don't have a CB. That's right. Alright, next parliament. Next parliament, we grab a CB. Actually, annexing them just to annex their subject is no longer useful, because their subject just got full annexed. Castile took Mallorca's. I think we want to annex them and release Aragon, actually. Kind of cute. For all their claims on Castile. Thanks for sending the raid party over earlier on my Yuan run. As a brand new streamer, that feels pretty cool, dude. You're very welcome. Yeah, it's definitely the first time it's a little bit... Everything's a little bit weird. A little out of order with some of the, reading through some of these comments. Apologies. You can do entry pot to get the RGOs in your market at least. Look at the market map mode and zoom in on location. It'll show you the numbers for attraction. I don't think you need to zoom in. You just need to hover, right? I guess you need to zoom in a little. You can't be... If you're too... Yeah, you do need to zoom in. You're correct. Best way to increase prosperity on a centralized nation, trying to stay centralized. I would try and make room for decentralized... the law, decentralized bureaucracy, try and make it work. You're gonna have to give something else up. The 10 prosperity here is really nice. If you're not colonizing, colonize something. Doesn't really matter what. You want to have at least 1 tribesman, so you can do this. And then there's another one here. So that's 45, plus the base 25 is 70. So you're gonna need to find just a little bit of extra sources. Does trade volume significantly affect the amount of institution spread? Yes, it's like the only thing that affects institution spread. As a flat modifier. Well, maybe we overpaid a little bit on that. We do like our main school. My kingdom for a little bit of, I need to use the control map mode more often. I feel like I'm only ever using the proximity map mode, and that's probably a leak. Do we want a bailiff? I'm not sure what we want. Or where we want to annex next. I think it's Fez, but... I'm trying to think if we want to move the capital to this. I think we do. But it's just like, it feels so derpy for forming... I guess we could move the capital back, form Al-Andalus, and then move it back again. That seems also stupid. We're not going to give up any characters for like any reason, considering we don't have good ways to get characters. I guess this guy also makes sense as a annex sometime soon. This guy's coring some ish. You easily make room for market phase. You'd still be able to make market fairs back when centralizing was meta. Yeah. Do we have special advances for every continent? I don't know if Europe has a special advance. They have law. It's not very good anymore. It was good. So for legal code, you get civil law if you're on the European continent. I'm trying to think if there's any tech. I don't think so. I mean, Europeans tend to have just better advances in general. Like, their content tends to be stronger in general, but it's attached to the country rather than the continent. It's near everyone ratting out to North Africa. Like, if you're European and you're anywhere close to North Africa and you could, like, make it work, it probably makes a lot of sense. Just because, I mean, taking slaves is so strong. But then, like, it's kind of insipid to just, like, rat out to North Africa and then flip Sunni every single run. So, I guess it's, like, whatever people want to do. Have we gotten the price of wood down yet? Or wood and sand? Or is this just a dream? Is this a dream that will never be realized? I think we're just going to build this out at this point. We're just going to build the 2 extra. We've been holding off for like forever to save like 5 ducats or something. It's just having the extra proximity there is going to be more valuable, I think. What's our monthly literacy? I think it's pretty bad. .01, yeah. We'd love to get some of it from a school. What does this require? That's a theocracy one. I don't think we actually actively want the market attraction at this juncture. Oh, what are we doing not having a bunch of this stuff? Okay. And then we'll grab the devotion. Be back up. But that should give us progress towards decentralization now, which is gonna be nice. Really, the estate satisfaction recovery is just so nice. Playing casual France, will I screw up the game if I swap Cathar? I don't know. Well, the schism is going on. The schism's got some weird bugs, and some bugs that, yeah, I think you're probably okay, but I would make it extra safe just to be sure. Alright, I think that we have a direct road from both of our urban locations. Oh, we do not have a direct road? Or is it from here? How does sand not come down in price, dog? This is the worst. No, we like didn't listen to our rule. I think we'll come here and build another one. Or well, actually, we're already hurting for labor for employment there. The thing is, I think we urbanize this marble eventually. Especially, yeah, there's a bunch of marble like in the region. Bleh. Just gonna build it, like, I don't know. That's important urban area. Hey, did the river map mode disappear? Yes. Patch 1.0.10, the river map mode is gone. You need a mod in order to use it. So, forgot the face of your father, not like this. Question about Barca placement in Italy. Are Genoa, Venice, Naples, Dubrovnik, and Tunis not too close to each other, or should I remove any of them so that the others get bigger? I don't like removing any of these. I do think that in theory, like, Venice is actually a shit location, though. Like, I think you should move it over. Like, over to here. Like, I think you just overall have way more net access here. The problem is then you're squeezing Geneva. So, like, I think the creation of a market here and giving that market a little breathing room makes a lot of sense, and then, like, there's maybe a world where you move the Geneva market over, but, like, it's probably okay. It's probably okay to squeeze it just a little bit, but, like, there's a world where moving Geneva market over to Nimes or Arles, like, is something you could do if you wanted. And then you make the Venetia market much more centralized. So that's if I were to swap things over, it would be shifting these over, make room for an Austria market up here, something like this. Dubrovnik just like is a concession to like the terrain being awful, and you just need it, and it kind of just never feels good. Can clearly see the sun. You're right. So right, bestie. My bad. By the way, enjoying the killer run. Favorite run in quite a while. Favorite run in quite a while. You say it like the game's been out forever. Thank you though. Thank you. I think we have up to episode 6, but if people really like it, we might continue it even. Kind of left off on a point where I was a little bit frustrated with the like pacing because it was feeling really slow, but I think people are actually liking that. Hey, thank you for the $40 tip. Thank you, spectacular person. Keep up the good work, King. Thank you so very much. Much appreciated, my guy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think we will be... I have notes right now for a tutorial for the resource goods, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it because, like, I'm trying to think of, like, the hook a little bit. But for these goods, kind of probably a shorter tutorial. These are just, like, really foundational in regards to, like, what I'm working on. It's probably unnecessary right now, but a little bit of food is probably okay. Yeah, this location is just going to be so insane for us. We've devved it up so much at this point. Thank you. Finally we get one of these. We haven't gotten one of these in forever. I'm going to check, though. Okay, burgers are not anywhere near 20%. The problem is we already want a lot of support. I don't know if we're going to be able to get enough support to do everything we want. We have to roll pretty nice here. That's a good start. Who's this breaking it with? Castile? I do not want to break an alliance with Castile at this point. Nice. Nice. Get the CB on Aragon here. Perfect. So now we just have to not low roll any events. No whammies. He said. Wistfully. Alright, so we're gonna full annex them and then release Aragon as a subject, I think. Except we'll give that to this guy. I don't think we need to call in Aquitaine or anyone. Where's Aquitaine even? Oh, that's it? Alright. Not exclusive to EU5, is that what I mean? Oh! Oh, that's high praise then. If it's like of all runs. It definitely feels a little bit different. Like, Kilwa's so, like, weak compared to, like, most of the other countries we're playing though. And like the stuff we can do about it is like there's not like much. You have to just like completely like ground up the entire nation. Yeah. Okay. I don't think we... Oh, can we subjugate Aquitaine here? And have all their claims? He said greedily, like a pig. I have my own market in Ancona, and squeezed the Venice market into the tiny corner. Whoa. Oh, Jesus. In Ancona. Yeah, I hate the central Italy market because it's so easy to run out of food. Like, it's feasible. You have to be really careful about the food, though. I mean, you're fine once you get Colombian exchange, I guess, but... Oh no. Not like this. Wait, how do we not have food? Bueller? What is this shit? I guess we're gonna leave Aragon at the table for now. Pretty sure that's not how food access is supposed to work, but it is what it is. Alright, full annex on them. Actually, let's see if this gets anyone crazy against us. It doesn't look like it. Alright. Then this guy. See that location too. And then Crown of Aragon. Except they're gonna be a theocracy. And have a whole bunch of claims. Hell yeah, brother. Look at that. Amazing. Coalition's dead. Let's improve relations with Aragon as well here. And do a little bit of... Can't do much there. Alright. Just having a little think how we want to approach this. The thing is, we're going to lose access to the Sevilla market if we do this stuff in Fez, but maybe that's okay. Oh, they're not even... we can't even... we gotta do this. Okay. I feel like we're supposed to annex Catalonia here. Especially Catalonia and Valencia, they both are 3-province subjects, so they're gonna just have fewer cat actions. 26 years? What the hell? Is this real life? Because they're like bigger than us, actually. These guys are smaller than us and our primary culture. Can we not get map? There we go. Yeah, this is much more feasible here. And we'd love to get the iron in kind of early. Yep, okay. I mean, we have to expand. We have to just get started on this type of thing. There's not a whole lot we can do about that. Okay, so this is all rural. What's becoming urban, though? What are we urbanizing? At the very least, the olives. Probably the olives, the stone, maybe the horses. You know what? This is probably cheap enough that only the olives we will leave without one of these. So I think everything else will be... The olives will urbanize first, so... The other stuff we're paying for some dev, basically. I hate how you can't, Oh, you can. Oh, we haven't. We should. Big leak. Oh, do we really get the lieutenancy? I thought you had to be Christian. We don't need to be Christian. No specialty building, though, for theocracy. That kind of feels a little bit bad. I just made market access preference in a ridiculous size. I have as much food as Paris. Only 14-13, though. Nice. Oh, my kingdom for some prestige, though. We want to accept this stuff so we can get it in. How are we doing on... Okay, we have roads. Not everywhere, but some roads. I think this is going to be a place where we max out fishing villages if we want to keep the iron rural. Don't necessarily have to. What do we have on? How are we on lakes for this market? Not a lot, right? So there's not going to be too much opportunity for iron from lakes. Probably gotta go to bed soon here. We should have revoked some of his claims, but I think this is fine. You could also just look to take this location off them. I think we're supposed to annex them though. Take the location we want to move our capital to. Did they fix the thing where you can spam multiple cabinet actions on multiple provinces each month? I don't know, because I'm not abusing it. You talking about where you just move the cabinet action before unpausing and it, like, stays down? Or is this a different exploit? Well, we are getting a decent amount here. How much are we paying through the segments? Only one marine segment. I guess for like a lot of this, it's only going to be one marine segment. You can use develop cabinet on multiple provinces before month tick and it will apply to all. Yeah. I'm not sure we're gonna do that. Hey RNG, how's it going? After backing things up, I can confirm that swapping Qatar brings Western Schism to a sweeping halt. Yeah, makes sense. Looks like everything is cancelled and there's no lingering effects. But does Pope Man get to move his thing? How much? Yeah, maybe we made these guys too big. They're gonna take forever to annex unless we're really big. Also helps that we're dominant culture. Yeah, we don't even have any modifier. We're bigger than them. Holy shit. Okay. I mean, Cadiz will want to annex as quickly as possible. The 12th or 1412. Guessing the guild's gonna be okay. We don't want to expand our carpenters. Some demand for spinners, but we don't have bonus in this location or this province, so I guess we'll come here. Max out the spinners. Keep on keeping on. The road's so expensive. Lumber's not in a good spot. What's going on here with lumber, even? Speak to me. I know the language of your people. The burgers are exporting. Not like this. How much are we earning per trade? Okay, so our worst trades are underwater. So we'll rake back some of this and export some lumber. The idea being here that the demands from export create less effective demand than the ones from burger exports, and we're trying to bring this down. Looks like it should be coming down. I guess it's just frictional demand as well, but it should help us out a little bit. Frictional demand, like us opening our RGO builder and building them RGOs. Stud farm is one of the better ones. Interesting, the stud farm. I gotta update the spreadsheet. It only takes 250 laborers. I misentered that. I will update that now, actually. Oh, no, just kidding. I entered it right the first time. More like late morning now. Early morning. Early morning. It makes culture and religion changes easy? Yeah, it does. I don't know, one of the things is if you do something crazy, like, abusing something like that makes for uninteresting content. You know, people tend not to like the content if that's what you're up to. Considering building fish here, because I want imported slaves to come here to raise the pop, because I want to approach 30,000 pop. That's like a matter of we need to annex more stuff faster. We probably should have gotten started on these annexes earlier, just to increase our pops, start getting the ball rolling. Grand Theocracy of Aragon. Are they Catholic? Actually. I hope they're Sunni. Ooh, we could see some slaves coming in. Quite a good amount, actually. Okay. We convinced ourselves that maybe it's okay. Why don't you join the Sevilla market? We're kind of in the Sevilla market. I'm not sure what you want from us exactly. We've given access priority to Castile. I'm not sure how long we're supposed to play nice with Castile, though. I don't know the answer to this question. We could always threaten war to I guess it's just always because we could threaten war. Later. Cathar isn't bad though. Gender equality and 5% literacy. We do like ourselves some gender equality. Casually looking at spreadsheets. Lewd. How dare you? It's interesting that... So we get the full discount. The discount is variable. We're getting the full discount on lumber here. But we're not getting it on the roads. It seems to be the case that the more inputs you have, the bigger a thing you need. In fact, we're getting roughly half what we need on the roads. And the discount. And that's with lumber at minus 6.8. It's almost 6.7. So what's that numerical relationship though? 6.8 and then 6.8 becomes 18.15. So like a third. So we need to get like minus 11% on that, which is probably why we can't collapse the sand. Well, I don't know what's going up with the sand. We kept on adding more sand and we still haven't had issues. Burgers exporting, yeah. Okay. Oh, this didn't have a road at all. That's no good. Gonna get roads down for the dev. Something like that, I think. We annexing this other guy next. I think he's all roaded up though, yeah. That's probably fine. How come you have 3 ducats? You have 3 after accommodations? Looks crazy to me. So we have a mod here for when we get over 1,000,000 ducats. You have to change it in the defines to allow yourself to get over 1,000,000 ducats, and then once you get over 1,000,000 ducats, the vanilla UI, what it does is it just puts an M after the number, and it only uses whole numbers. So it'll be 1,000,000 ducats, and then the entire time you're 1,000,000 ducats, it'll stay on that, and then 2,000,000 ducats. And so we have a mod that adds decimal places, and this is what it looks like. You know, as a consequence. Have you found a bug where market attraction is not applied when calculating market ownership of locations when you own both the highest scored markets? I was going crazy with this with Italy. I'm not sure I have. Here you make a 6-7 joke, generally broke your immersion. This is like one of the weird things about like making content online is I feel like I have to like keep up with like the chronically online memes. And it sometimes hurts my soul a little bit. Like, I get that the 6-7 thing is supposed to be subversive because it's an anti-meme, but like, as far as subversive memes go, I'm not impressed. We do want to explore this. Yeah. 6 or lower pog. Yeah, basically. Oh, this is... And this guy is not even going to be a crown character, is he? No, he stays Ulama. Our line has ended. No more crown characters for the rest of the game. GG. Yeah. Oh, that feels so bad. I think we actually have literal no more crown characters. Wait, what the hell? He has a wife, guys. Alright, there's one. He who remained. Alright, we'll put him in charge of the boat, I guess. For the little bit of sweet, sweet crown power. Yeah. I don't know, I think theocracies are... We're getting like 0 characters and like no way to make new characters. This actually just feels awful. Maybe we'll swap off of it and onto plutocracy when we can, but I think we're kind of just committed. I think we're saying to ourselves, you know what, we're just gonna play it. It feels bad though. Farquaad Markiplier. Go to bed, Generalist playing Granada. You know what, you're so right, bestie, because I'm gonna wake up and have to stream in the morning too. To expand the bug, basically Tuscany should have been in the Naples market when considering market attraction, but it was considering market access, and so in the Venice market, both years. But it's supposed to look at market access from both markets. Like, so if we look here, it's supposed to consider market access here, and market access here, but since it's closer to Sevilla, it'll pull to the Sevilla market. Couldn't get enough of E5. I was enjoying this run. God, I think we can stop paying for stab though. We really only have this efficiency? I mean, I guess. There's an efficiency law, but we're doing something else. God, we really want the prestige so we can make our cores. I think we may have even got the opportunity to get it, but then forgot what we were about. We forgot the face of our father. You hate to see it. Okay, I actually should go to bed though. Let's see if we can find someone to raid. Oh, Joe Pro! If you're still here, thank you for the resub. 9 months. Much appreciated, my guy. Looked at your account and thought, wow, we're 17 hours? No. Turns out you just started? Yeah, no, but the plan was always a short little stream. Because I wanted to play this round a little bit more. We got a little bit further. We annexed Aragon and really chunked Morocco pretty good this episode, so... and now we're gonna get CVs on him, yeah. And so... with with Morocco like annexed and Tunis as an ally, we should be able to fight Castile. But we'll probably wait for an age 3 Miltech power spike. So we'll probably look for pike and shot relatively early and then go for lancers and try and fight it with lancers. Wow, Karasek's streaming, but he's streaming World of Warcraft. Normally, we would maybe be interested in that. Who is streaming EU5? Anyone we recognize? Someone who has stream ending in their preview. Someone else, someone who's playing Spain. We got one viewer. Let's send you guys over there, I guess. Same region. That'll be interesting. Actually, let's make sure they're English. I think we've raided this guy long ago. Looks like he's not talking a lot, but he'll probably start talking. Yeah, it looks like it's English. This guy used to play Vic 3. I don't think a lot, but... Does the threatened war option only become available if you have a parliament claim on them? No, you need some type of land claim, but you need to be a GP. Stream 20 more hours? I cannot. The quality will go down really a lot anyways. Goodbye, have a good night. Goodbye, goodbye. Thank you, thank you. Army comp meta is infantry center, horses on flanks. What's your opinion? Intuitively, I think that that's probably correct. I don't want to comment on anything definitively, like not having checked the math and confirmed that there's no bugs, stuff like this. Ice and Penguin, thank you for the follows. Anyways, see you guys later. Bye-bye now.